It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm super excited to bring you a double IPA today. And the reason why I'm super excited is because I had a cold brew beer, cold Channel Lab beer, and it was a collaboration with Fierce Beer recently on the channel, and it was a stout. It was a smoky stout, and it was absolutely fantastic. It really was. This came in the same box as that smoky stout from our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. This is a citrus double IPA at 7% ABV. And I think this could be kicking. I think this could be really, really good. Really, really good. So, without further ado, let's crack out this 440 milliliter canned beer into a glass and see what we get. Brewed in Scotland. They're from Edinburgh. We got a 2-finger fluffy white head. Good levels of carbonation in the glass. It's hazy. It's amber in colour. Straw amber in colour. Nice amount of haze there. Rolling the beer on in the glass. Let's get the aroma. A little bit organic, a little bit kind of peppery, spicy, organic aroma coming through, a little bit earthy. But then there's that kind of citrus bite in the back end that's just, oof, yeah, lovely. This beer is available from our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. If you love your beer and if you want to drink, if you've been away on holiday or if you've been working away and you found that beer that you love and you want to drink it and you want to find it and you want to drink it even more and buy it and enjoy it in the UK, the best place to find it would be beersofeurope.co.uk. It just smells fantastic. A bit of sweetness in there, a little bit of sweetness from the malt in there. Shall we dive in? Cheers, everybody. Smooth, not slick, not slick. Smooth, calm. It's not like over here sweet and it's not over here bitter. I'll be honest with you, I've just reviewed a stout, and I reviewed a stout because it was 4.5% ABV. And I thought to myself, let's get the 4.5% ABV beer reviewed, the stout, and let's drop back onto this double IPA because it's 7% ABV. So I think what I need to do is adjust my palate back from drinking stout to IPA. Ooh. Yeah, that's better. Isn't it amazing? If you've ever judged beer in a competition, if you've ever been invited to a SEBA event or a camera event, then there's always a box of crackers on the table, or there's always a big jug of water. And that's there for a reason. You're supposed to eat a cracker and drink a little bit of water between each beer, and that cleanses your palate for the next beer. I do it with a few sips of the next beer, but the second taste was kind of like much more to point, much more to where this beer was supposed to be, I suppose. It's got a creamy, rich mouthfeel, this beer. I think it's been brewed with oats. It's very citrusy, it's very zesty. Once that cuts through that stout that I was drinking earlier, yeah, it's very, I was talking at the first taste, I was like, ooh, what's that? But then it was kind of like greasing the wheels, if you like, oiling the wheels of my palate. Now we're picking up some sweetness from the malt. Now we're picking up this really lovely, citrusy, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange taste that the beer is of course advertising on the front of the can. It's a citrus IPA. Cold Town beer, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I picked up some of their supermarket offerings and I've been a bit like, it's all right. I think they've chosen to take a different path. I think they've kind of, perhaps, certainly in Wales, I don't see their beer anymore in South Wales, but we used to see it in supermarkets down here. And it was always like, pardon me, there was nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't blowing you away. Like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm glad I spent £3 a can or £3.50 a can on this beer. It wasn't like overly memorable, if that makes sense. But this is good. This is a lot better. This is a lot more memorable. I'll remember the beers. So I reviewed the Smoky Stout yesterday on the channel from Cold Town and Fierce Beer. And I'm reviewing this today on the channel. And then what happens then is months will pass. I probably won't drink a Cold Town beer for months. But when I do, I'll go, ooh, Cold Town. Oh, they're good. Because I have that memory of the Smoky Stout and the Citrus IPA, Citrus Double IPA. And then, of course, that jogs your memory. The next time you're in a bottle shop or the next time you're in Scotland, you're like, oh, Cold Town Brew, I'll pick up their beer. I'll buy it. And I think that's a much better approach. I think that's a much better way of doing it, rather than like just chucking some beer in the supermarket and hoping for the best. I don't know. I personally, I think that's a recipe for disaster. You've only got to look at Brewdog. You've only got to look at Brewdog. Most people now in the craft beer industry, if you go to a beer fest, I remember being at a beer festival in Belgium, in the old Stella Artois brewery in Leuven, and Brewdog were there, and they had these two marketing ladies working on, and they were all like dancing and singing behind the back. Nobody was there. They'd stuck them over in the corner on the way as well. And then the rest of the bars were all craft breweries, and they were teeming, absolutely teeming, really busy, really full on, serving people, talking to people, like being involved in the craft beer festival. Ironically at Stella Artois. And then the poor Brewdog people were like, nobody wanted to drink their beer, and that's the thing. See, I think that's the thing. When if you overly hit supermarkets, if you take the what I call the Brewdog route, then you're just mass market, aren't you? Rating for this beer is really good. Citrus Double IPA. It's a little bit earthy. It's a little bit peppery, a little bit spicy. Definitely has that lovely citrus kick to it on the back end. It's not overly bitter. It's not overly sweet. It's nice. It's a nice beer. It's an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.